name is Modupe Darabidan. I'm the founder of iStarter, a social enterprise that is particular about helping non-profits, new business. iStarter Hub is a social enterprise that is particular about helping non-profits and new businesses, especially women-led initiatives, to run sustainable businesses and more productively using ICT resources that are readily available to them. And we do this mostly through trainings, peer education, and networking. To start with, I am a feminist. I'm particular about women being more particular about their development and how they intend living more intentional lives, you know, to become what they want to become without seeing anything as something that is an obstacle in their path of their progression in life. And having said that, I started running on the journey of helping women to develop all they need to do using ICT, because come to think of it, we are in a technology world, and I was fortunate to have read computer science with economics in school. And this brought me to the fact that this is the best platform where women can actually initiate most of their work and most of all they need to do to be able to work at optimal level. And this all started in the year 2010, where I got out of school and I started looking at opportunities where women can leverage on their network, you know, and resources they could use. And of course, we all have started using smartphones, and I feel with this tool, women were better positioned to achieve their purposes in life. I got my first job working with Women's Technology Empowerment Center, and that journey actually puts me on the path of seeing how much women are willing, you know, to be more intentional about their development, personal development and career-wise, as well as at the home front to ensure that they're not dropping their balls. And this lasted for about 5 years. So this continued after my work with WTech, and my next project was with Intel West Africa, where we had the Intel She Will Connect project. So with Intel West Africa, I happen to be a sub-partner where I was fortunate to work on the Intel She Will Connect campaign that ran across West Africa, and I was in charge of about 60 women to help them to engage technology resources such as basically smartphones, because really when I talk about technology, I usually don't intend people to think about it like in an abstract form. So for me, technology is basically the tools which we use to drive innovations or use to scale or be more productive in the things we do. So for me, it's about the tools. So whenever I work with these women, you know, it's all about what they could easily relate with in being more productive and scale easily, what they already do on a day-to-day basis. And we all know that women are more interested in doing their work or on their career path or doing their businesses and making more money. Okay, so when I say to help them use technology, this is what you already do daily, your business, your career. So how are you using your smartphone to do your work smartly and more productively? So that's the partnership with Intel was able to help us do with these 60 women that already run their businesses and help them to be more intentional about driving, increasing their customer base and also driving traffic to their businesses. So some of them even have virtual businesses. That means they work online, or their customers are online, then they probably have their shop in their homes, or they don't even have any shop. So it's just about who wants my service or who wants my products, then they go all out to find that customer. The customer reaches out to them online on social media and they go supply their job. So this helps them to remove some overhead costs that they could probably not have been able to do without, when they don't know how to use their smartphone in that way. So that was what we did, and it was a 6 months long project, and it was an interesting moment for me. It was more or less like my first my first project as an iStarter Hub founder, and for me, iStarter Hub is all about how do you want to get started, how do you want to get your business going, the first idea you have about it, then what's the next step you need to move. That's all we do. Our women initiative project, which we call Empower Her, we've had 2 cohorts now. But one thing that stood out for us is the fact that women are very committed to their families. You could be in a workshop talking to them about technology, about business, and they are looking that can they be excused. And when you ask, oh, what's that? Oh, I need to pick up the children. Oh, I need to call my son. And so there could be a bit of distraction during the workshop. And this got me thinking, after talking to a couple of women, one of the things that is really, really particular to them is family, the home front. And when the home front is not settled, there's little nothing these women could do, especially in this African setting we are in. So that's got us on a new project, which is Skill Up Youth, which is a project that is particular about high school graduates that just left secondary school going into university. So this is a very complex, like I say, it's like a complex situation that is particular to Nigeria, okay, but it's huge, and I've been looking at it in the last few months. So what got me into this project is because I have my own personal story to say about it, where I had to stay at home for 3 years after secondary school waiting for admission into university. So I was better informed to realize that there is really no formal structure where after secondary school the next place you want to go to is university, and now there is a system that says that you don't have that easy access into the university. You need to write JAMB, you need to keep writing JAMB. If you are not successful the first time, if you are not successful second time, if you are not so this could be an average of about 5 years after secondary school, and you are still not yet in university. This worries our women a lot, and I've had the opportunity of talking to not less than 5 women about, oh, my son is still at home, my daughter is still at home, can we also have JAMB classes for them, or can we also have trainings for them to engage them? So this is the story behind Skill Up Youth, basically. And we said, okay, these kids are at home, and by statistics we have it that between 2010 and 2015 we actually have 10 million students wrote JAMB, that's with the intention of getting admitted into university, and here we have just 26% of that number gotten admission within the space of 5 years, that's 2010 and 2015. So my question is, what are those 8.4 million students doing at home? So I feel it is on us to get them engaged, and that is what the Skill Up Youth project is all about. So now, working with the women, as we found another problem that they are facing, because they are particular about the home front, about their children, about the success of their children. So brought about us getting involved in the youth space, which is youth empowerment, because when you empower a woman, you empower a nation. So a nation is part of our children that she's bringing to have a successful future for them. So for us, it's like it's infused into one another. So we have Empower Her, which is for the women folks, and we have Skill Up Youth, which is for the young adults in our society waiting for admission. So basically, they're also going to be using technology to drive their initiatives, which is all about in the creative designing space. Okay, and we're having our first cohort in November, which is going to run for about 6 weeks, and the success of that is going to inform the subsequent ones that we're going to be having thereafter.